Ah, yeah, yeah. All right, now who is that? Cheer. I don't even know how to say that. Gerasimos Wozikis? Holy wise. Okay, okay. Why, you guys know each other? You guys know who's who? You recognize his profile picture? Oh, I can't even see it. It's too small on the screen. But yeah. Yeah, Project Diablo 2. I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Beast.
Apparently you have a move only button. My hotkeys are not correct. Oh god, I gotta change everything. What's the difference here? They have hold up, let me find the page for you. I mean, it's basically just vanilla Diablo 2. Some areas were changed a little bit. Some items were like buffed and changed. So like if you know about Enigma, the rune word Enigma was completely reworked. You couldn't really find a features trailer. There was one by Brunsky, I think. I really don't remember. I mean, this was... Oh, here's one from 3 months ago. Let me throw this in my chat real quick. Skills to... Oh yeah, I definitely gotta change my skills. Was Papega when playing D2 in 2000? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as far as what's changed, there's not really a whole lot, to be honest. What do I usually set the character screen to? Maybe Y? I think that's right. Maybe U. I don't know. All this stuff seems okay. Show my belt, swap weapons. That's always on X. Maybe I can set swap weapons to tab, but not X is fine. No. Let's do tab. And then my map. Put that one on M for map. You mostly played the Green Dude Diablo 2 mod? Yeah, that's Path of Diablo. 9 years you played Diablo 2? Yeah, I've played Diablo 2 a lot. A lot. For a very long time. I used to speedrun Diablo 2, and for a while, the group that I had, that I would play with for like 8-man parties, we were like at a point, like the fastest speedrunners for Diablo 2, like going from like level 1 to Hellbale. And I think the fastest time we ever had was like just around 2 hours. It was really fast. But I mean, all those people, like, I only talked to one of them now. Like, I don't talk to any of them anymore. I didn't even really know any of them that well. We just got together and played. Like, we would just get together like once or twice a week and we would speedrun Diablo 2. Like, just go through practice. Toggle run walk? I think I usually had that set to K. Stand still, show items, a spacebar, show portraits. Let's change that to that. AGDQ, yeah, no, I would not go to AGDQ. That place is a joke. Message log, I think. Set that to that. And I think message log I think I had on K. I mean, I'm never really toggling my run walk. I should though, shouldn't I? Maybe that one I can set the control. Alright, I think we're good. We're not good, my map isn't showing up. It says toggle minimap. Is it this one? Oh, I guess so. So minimap is the one that makes it, let's just set it, that one. So minimap, I guess it doesn't work, but yeah, I mean, I fucked around with it a little bit and I got it to work again, but honestly, I didn't know what the case was. But just in general, like, I even did a YouTube stream yesterday, and I don't know, I think just in general, like, just me personally, like, whenever I have my own personal thoughts or feelings about something, like, I always try and stick to what I believe is right, I guess. I'm not saying that using Twitch is wrong, I'm just saying that I really want there to be other streaming platforms, and I don't really agree with a lot of the stupid shit that Twitch does. Like giving people 0 resources to counteract DMCA strikes. Like, you see people with like numerous counts of different people who get these DMCA strikes on content that like they deleted. So like if it's in like a Twitch clip, you delete the Twitch clip, but Twitch themselves keep a copy of all the clips. So even if you deleted the clip, it does not make a difference, because if they DMCA the Twitch clip that you deleted, like, there's nothing you can do about it. So you do an appeal. Like, one guy said he got a DMCA strike for a song because the song, it was like one of the Super Mario games, and someone remixed one of those songs. So this guy DMCA striked him. Yeah, let's take Frenzy. And I can throw on... This one's good. Yeah, so someone DMCA strike this guy for this song, and he was listening to the original song, but the guy remixed the song and then had it copyrighted, I guess. So the guy copyright strike the original song. It was just the automated thing, the automated detection. So this guy's had his strike on his Twitch account for like 3 months that he said he appealed, and then he like showed like screenshots of it and everything. So he appealed this copyright strike like 3 months ago, and he got no follow-up from Twitch about it. And it's just ridiculous. And not even that, like, there's other streamers who got banned for having like offensive names. So people get banned for like the one guy had the name Piece of Sheet. It's supposed to be like, you know, piece of shit, but it was Piece of Sheet. Yeah, sure, YouTube system isn't any better, but still, like, they're not gonna just straight up terminate your account. Because on Twitch, it's like, with copyright strikes, if you get like 3 copyright strikes, I guess you're just, you know, that's it. I don't even know why I picked up all this shit. Melee attacks deal splash damage.
I can't.
Why does this one... Oh, that's... Why are these all crude? I don't even know why I'm picking up half of this shit. I mean, sure, YouTube system isn't any better, but like at least with like YouTube videos, for example, on YouTube videos, like if you get DMCA strike, you still get to keep all the money that you made from like ad revenue and stuff. Like, I mean, I've seen like multiple YouTube content creators like talk about it, but you still get to keep all the ad revenue up until that point when they get DMCA striked. And then once the strike comes through, then you lose the content. And even if it's, you know, a faulty strike, like sure, you can appeal it, but for most people, it's like, it's just not worth it, because by the time you get copyright striked, like you've already made most of your money. Like I remember like Linus from Linus Tech Tips, he was talking about it. And he's like, it really doesn't matter, because for him, going from like when he makes a new video, it takes him like most of his ad revenue he gets in like the first, you know, 2-3 days. And if it gets copyright striked after that, like who cares, because he's already made, you know, 90-95% of the ad revenue that he's ever going to make on it. And like sure, you can appeal it, but it just gets to the point where it's like, is it really worth it? And at least with YouTube, like, you know, if you get the copyright strikes on your videos and stuff, they don't just terminate your account like with Twitch.
The rogues are safe.
And even just in general with Twitch, like, it seems like you get banned for anything.
I am a good day.
Yeah, the control clicking stuff and sending it on the ground, that's super useful. I'm just gonna identify this. Wow, that wasn't even worth it to identify. We're gonna keep it though. I like that they have the range of the roll on there. 2 to 4 attack rating. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that one. Wasn't really worth it either, but oh well. I don't even know the best way to level up. Alright, well, this is a lot of people. Hey, a rare belt. I just need a scroll of identify. Yeah, so this, like, after playing, I'm so used to my muscle memory, so I know that, this one is, no, that's wrong, that's that, this is then this. Everything else is still fine, right? Yeah. Yet again, you're playing WoW. Do I have any build in mind? I'm probably just gonna go Whirlwind. I was looking at some of the changes for some of the unique items, and I was like, wow, it seems like pretty easy to build Whirlwind. And, you know, sure, it's my first character. It's probably not the best idea I've ever had to just start out a barbarian. But with changes to like the end game farming system, just farming like maps and stuff, I'm sure it's gonna be pretty nice. Well, I was decent there. I like that I got melee splash on the weapons. That's super nice. I wonder if it works with Whirlwind. If it works with Whirlwind, man, that's gonna be ridiculous. Oh yeah, let's click that. Not a bad idea. Sell the Paladin's Holy Nova? You want to play that? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really see a lot of the different skills. I wanted to look at changelogs for skills, because they have changelogs on the wiki page, but I don't think they have them all listed yet. Which is kind of sad, but what can you do? What level am I? 4? Damn it, this gives me strength. That's right. But yeah, I mean, you should try it out. It's pretty fun. I don't know, I was just thinking, like, I've been really wanting to play Path of Exile the last few days, but I have an idea in mind for a new build, but I don't know, I was like really thinking about it, and I was like, you know, Path of Exile is really fun, but for me, it's such a pain in the ass to level up a new character, because like maps are fun. When you get a character like leveled up and built, then it's fun. But the whole process getting there is a pain in the ass. And I was really thinking of it. I was like, you know, when I play Diablo 2, like, Diablo 2 is fun for me throughout the whole experience. Like, I've had times where I just make new characters because I really like leveling up. And comparing that to, like, Path of Exile, I'm like... I even start new characters on Path of Exile, and I start playing them, and I get them to, like, the end of Act 1, and I'm just like, I really don't feel like doing this. And then I stop. And I think for me, it's just the difference in, like, Diablo 2, you have so many power spikes. Like, for me, playing this Barbarian, like, each level for me feels so significant, and it makes me feel so much stronger. And you go from that to, like, PoE, where it's like, oh, this one skill point gave me, 4% maximum life. You know, it doesn't feel significant to me. Ooh, Spike Club. Man, no ID scrolls. I have not found any. At least I got the stones, though. Oh, I didn't get the waypoint, though. That's really what I wanted. I don't care about the stones. I just want the waypoint. You'll get back to PoE after the free WoW weekend. You're gonna dump all your currency on a Crackling Lance Inquisitor. Crackling Lance, when I played it, I thought it, like, my build, I loved my build. My build, I went into it with, like, 0 expectations. I was like, this is probably gonna be shit, but I'm gonna try it out anyways. And, like, always how my build goes, how my builds go, is I'm like, okay, I just kind of have an idea in mind. And as I play it, you know, I like find new items, I like think of new things, and you know, you see what other people are doing, and sometimes you even just get recommendations. And like it always transforms into something completely different from what I had originally had in my head. And so like on the build that I was running for Heist, like I had like zero expectations, and that build turned out to be like incredible. I loved it. There we go. Let's go back home. I have enough money.
The Order welcomes you.
And I want to make money, and it keeps giving me good items. Like that's bad. Oh wow. 125% damage to undead? That's a perfect roll, because all clubs have 50% bonus damage to undead, and it's rolled 75 on top of that. So holy shit, this is gonna own. Well, 30 quantity? How high can it go? That took all my gold. I thought it was only gonna take 20. Because normally, it only goes up to 20. Usually reroll when you find a pog rare. You find a +3 lightning gem, tier 1 cast speed, tier 1 crit / flat lightning with a free prefix for spell damage craft on an eclipse staff. Yeah, I thought you posted that in Van's Discord. Yeah, I thought you posted that one. And it's like, oh wow, like it is actually pretty nice. Yeah. Let's pick up all these potions. I have space. Let's put a point into that. I mean, that's 28% damage for 1 point. Yeah, let's level up Frenzy a bit. So this gives me 5% damage and what is that, 16% attack rating? And this gives me 18% attack rating and 10% damage. Let's just stay like this for now. Other than that, you wanted to make the Poison Wander that Mathil did? Probably didn't have the time for it. Oh yeah, Shadowlands is close, yeah. Yeah, I saw that World of Warcraft was having their free weekend. I didn't install it because I was like, it's gonna take me way too long to install it, and for just one weekend, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. For me, World of Warcraft was a fun game when I played it. Yeah, you can definitely respec. Like, without a doubt, you can respec. But I'm just thinking of it even later on, because I'm thinking, so in general, in Diablo 2, with these, like, melee characters, you know, in normal Diablo 2, there was no, melee splash. But now that I have melee splash on my weapons, it's kind of getting me thinking like, oh hey, I don't have to worry about going Whirlwind right when I hit level 30. I can probably just run Frenzy for a while. Because I don't really like wasting my first respec. I'm very, you know, I'd rather suffer for like the first 20 levels.
I am overburdened.
So many potions. I can get even more than 30? Was it one respec? Yeah, one respec per difficulty. So it's... I'm pretty sure even in this mod it's going to be the same. I didn't actually look it up, but I'm like 99% sure it's the same. Yeah, so even in Lord of Destruction, it didn't even have respecs at the start. They put that in like patch like 1.10 or something. Which, I mean, thank God, because they really needed it. So I went the wrong way. But yeah, they put that in much later. I don't even think it was 1.10. It might have been like 1.12 or something. I don't know. But they put it in much, much later. And thank God that they did, because having to go through, like, especially when you're trying to min-max your character, like basically having to make a whole new like paladin or sorceress or whatever, like you gotta make your first character to like level up and everything, get items and farm, and then once you get enough items to farm, then it's like, okay, you know, now I have like a full set of gear. This is how I want to allocate my strength points. So it's like, oh, I got my Annie torch charms that give me an extra 40 to all stats, so I don't have to put, you know, 40 points into strength and dexterity. So the fact that they gave you 3 chances to redo it was marvelous. What's my chance to hit? I wonder.
I can't carry anymore.
95%? They definitely changed attack rating. My attack rating should not be that high. 95%.
I am overburdened.
Which would I like to see an official remaster of this? By Blizzard? I don't know. Like, after seeing the shit that they pulled with the Warcraft 3 remaster,
This tree is one of a kind.
basically going like, oh hey, all your original Warcraft 3 mods and custom maps and blah blah blah, yeah, all that stuff is deleted because when you installed the remaster, it just completely wiped out your whole save data for like all your custom games and everything. So if you didn't have it backed up anywhere, I mean, people lost all their shit.
Yes?
Which is super sad to think about. I shouldn't even identify a lot of this stuff. Oh, let's hold on to that. I'll hold on to that. I mean, if you think about it, that ring is an extra, like, almost 25% mana. Like, 20% mana just right there. I guess I'll just keep leveling up Frenzy, why not? Yeah, they definitely changed the attack rating formula. There's no way my attack rating should be that high. I didn't even allocate any points yet. But yeah, like, if they did it properly, like, I mean, if they did it properly, like, yeah, I would love to see it, because I think even in terms of like Path of Exile, like Path of Exile still has a long way to go. I think if they want to be able to, because for me, even now, like I could play vanilla Diablo 2 even now. Like, sure, there would be some things I would miss. Like, I miss having this widescreen resolution. I miss having like quality of life things. Like, oh, I want to drop this. I just go like that. I don't have to, you know, click every individual thing and drag it over. You know, like that's a huge quality of life thing. And like for me, like Path of Exile just has so many glaring issues, like performance, like all the bugs. But I mean, the biggest one for me is just performance. So I mean, if I had like a proper D2 where like there's no issues with any of that, like even just the playstyle of the game, like I don't mind maps, but I really like having like set zones. Like, oh, if I want to just farm Mephisto 1,000 times in a row, like I'm able to do that. Because Diablo 2, I feel like, was very diverse in the amount of zones you could farm. Like most people just were like, oh, you just do Bale runs, you just do Chaos runs, but it's like, there's really so much more you can do. There's so many areas that are like the highest monster level. The mods I usually look for on a barbarian at the start are like as far as items go, basically you just need attack rating. Like attack rating, life, if you get bonuses to damage, like you go for it. But yeah, I mean basically that's all you need. Like defense is kind of worthless no matter what, so you just want like resistances and damage. Like sure, attack speed is good, but on like charms and stuff, you can get attack rating, you can get damage, you can get stats, you can get resistances. So on charms, that's all the stuff that you go for. If you get anything else, then it's not really worth it. Yeah, boss rush doesn't really exist. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I really like having those kinds of unique items that's like, oh, it can only drop from this. I think that's really cool. I think that is spectacular. But having all, like, I don't know, just I think in general, the way that like the PoE economy is set up is like, I mean, I was talking with someone about this before, but it's like, for me, it felt like it was really, really fun and really rewarding if I got an Exalt drop. Like, oh, I got an Exalt drop. Like, that's awesome. And I mean, how often do you get an Exalt drop? Like, realistically, like, I think in Heist, you know, Exalts drop pretty frequently. But most of the time, it's like, oh, I could play for an hour before I get, you know, an Exalt drop, if I'm lucky. You know, most of the time I play for like hours and hours. I do, you know, 50 maps and I don't get an Exalt drop. I mean, it took me like days of playing. Like, I was like already like level 85 or something before I got my first Exalt in the Heist. So going from something like that compared to like, oh, Diablo 2, like I could get a unique ring. You know, if I get a unique ring, because like you don't know what it actually is, like it's still exciting. Even if I identify it and it's like, oh, it's just a fucking Nagel ring, whatever you want to call it. Or like, oh, it's just a Manald heal, it's just a dwarf star, who cares? But still, it's exciting. Or getting like, oh, I found a Shaco. I found the Oculus, the sorceress weapon. Or, oh, I found a 4-socket Monarch. You know, that stuff is all super exciting. And then, you know, the big drops is like, oh my god, like I found like a Jaw rune, I found a Burr rune. Those things are super, super exciting. Like, you get one of those and I'm hyped like all week, you know? as much as you like the new Guardians, Cyrus was a meh fight, and in general the new Atlas is meh overall. I definitely feel that way too. Like the fact that you have to go through like so many different maps, even just for your first Cirrus fight, it's like, you know, you have to kill all the Conquerors 4 times. So you have to get them to spawn in the right areas to get like all the different watchstones. And then somehow sustain your map pool at the same time. Like, I don't know, it just feels like it's way too complex. Like just way too much shit you have to pay attention to and be aware of. Another maximum damage? Fuck, I should have made a TP. Let's just make one here. The 2 games released in a totally different time. Even in 2012, PoE has nothing to do with the current one. Yeah, I think that's true as well. That's why, like, I'm kind of worried about, like, Path of Exile 2, and, I mean, who knows, because I think that the game definitely has hit its stride, and, like, they know, like, okay, this is Path of Exile. When you play Path of Exile, you know what to expect. And, I mean, when I play Path of Exile, I know I expect, like, okay, go fast, just fucking blow everything up in a second. You know, go fight the boss, go kill the boss in 1 second. Like, that's what I expect when I play Path of Exile. And if I don't have a build that can do all that, I'm like, it's a bad build.
I can't carry.
You know, of course, I think that's a little bit to the extreme, but when I play my builds, like, I want to kill content immediately because I've had builds that do that. Like, you just run around, you have, like, fucking tens of millions of DPS. You go to fight Cyrus and like you instantly phase him. Like that shit is awesome. And then going from that to like something weaker, it feels bad.
The Order welcomes you.
Man, that's a good helmet. Fuck, I might as well use that. 5 to energy. Fuck yeah. Another +4 to mana. +3 energy. What's better? Mana's better. Alright, how many can I get? 50! You can stack up to 50 fucking scrolls. Why? Why is it that high? That is insane. I think I just keep leveling up Frenzy, like... Doesn't really seem to be that much of a benefit to level anything else. Like, this just gives me 70% damage. Like, if I put a point into that, I'm basically, like, I'm at plus 69% damage right there. Now, let's level up my vitality a bit. Don't worry about energy. Let's put some dexterity. And let's just do some strength as well. I guess that's the downside of having a big map sustain. PoE2 will disappoint a lot of people, you feel like? First of all, it won't release prior to 2022. Is it really gonna, like, is it really scheduled for that late? I mean, that's a long way away. I knew it would take a while, but 2022? That's still over a year away. Alright, let's do this again. How long did my frenzy bonuses last? $16? Holy shit. I could frenzy forever. That needs to be lower. 16 seconds is way too long. Like if it was 8 seconds, even 8 seconds, I'd be like, that's a long time. 16 is way too long. You were supposed to play the beta in December with a release in 2021. I can see the edge of the map there. Yeah, I don't even know when all that stuff was supposed to come out, but let's I have the skill shrine. Let's do this shrine stack. Oh, they do good. Yeah, I don't even know when everything was supposed to come out, but yeah, I mean, if it's set for that late of a release, that just feels bad. I mean, I guess they did only have one act to show last year, and now they're gonna complain about COVID and all this stuff. Say that it set them behind schedule and blah blah blah. I don't know. I mean, I am optimistic, but at the same time, like, yeah, like, I feel like I'm just setting myself up to be disappointed. But I mean, a lot of the changes that they said they were gonna do, I think, seem really cool. Like, I really like the idea of putting, like, 6 links on gems rather than on items. And I mean, who knows if they're even gonna keep that part of the release. You know, maybe they decide, oh, we changed our mind. It always takes me so long to find the waypoint. I also have the obsession with Diablo 4. Yeah, I think they, like, they're too focused on other games. And it's something that, like, I was talking with my friends about it, and you look at the difference between, like, CD Projekt Red releasing, like, pushing back the release date of... I don't even know what the fuck the game's called. Cyberpunk. And, like, they don't give a fuck about anyone else, you know? They're just like, oh yeah, we gotta push the game back, we're not done. Push it back. And then you have, like, some game studio like GGG, completely unrelated, like, industry, genre, whatever. I mean, not industry, but completely unrelated genre of game. And now it's affecting us. You know, I don't give a fuck about Cyberpunk, and I'm being affected by them. Because GGG is scared of, like, their profits and everything, and it's like... It just shows to me that they have so little faith in their product. Because they know that if something else comes out, you know, people want to play other games. It also goes to show, like, if the PoE league is bad, if it's buggy, whatever, people don't want to play, like, people will just go play something else. I mean, you even look at, like, the player retention numbers for Heist, and they're pretty bad comparatively to other leagues. Hey, those are good runes. Don't I need Talath? Isn't that for stealth?
This is rewarding.
Stay a while and listen.
We're gonna hold on to that. I'll hold on to this one too. Well, I'm not level 17 yet, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw those in there. Let's just get some more life.
Greetings.
So yeah, I don't know. Path of Exile, like, GGG, yeah, they show me that they're just not really confident in their product. That's how I feel about it anyways. Because I think that's, like, probably the first time I've ever heard about anyways that, like, a game company changed the release date because of someone else. And the fact that they just explicitly come out and say that that's the reason why. Ooh, I got a small shield. Too bad it is a shield and I probably won't use it. Should go up there. Well, that's even worse. It's a superior one too. What'd you see that he posted?
No one should ever be caged.
You might keep the January release for the future? So basically they just push their whole cycle back a month, and he thinks that them having that extra month to polish leagues and whatever is gonna be a good thing for them, which honestly they do need it. What the f— this room has no door. There we go. It's been a long time since I've seen this room with the hidden door. Like a long time. Holy shit. You don't think it's about that? You haven't seen anyone else raise it? I don't know. It's just like... I'm dying. Might it be that it's closer to the Chinese New Year? It could be. Yeah, it could be something from Tencent. I mean, who knows? I mean, for them, like, it definitely makes sense because in China, they don't really celebrate, like, Christmas, right? Because I thought Christmas was always, like, a religious thing, so if you're not religious, then you don't really celebrate Christmas, although in a lot of Western culture, people still celebrate it. Let's pick that up. Let's do to bash. Yeah, having melee splash feels really good. Yeah, that's true. I mean, China has like a huge market for things like that too. I mean, I don't even know what the player numbers are like in China, but I can imagine that they're pretty good. I don't know, man. Just seeing like all the shit with like the 10-cent release of the game, like the differences between all the shit that they get compared to what we're stuck with. And it's just insane. I cannot believe that more people don't talk about how, you know, the China client has like basically an, you know, not really an auction house, but like automated trading. You know, the Chinese client has like the Ascendancy preview in game. It has, oh, like you get told what killed you. You know, how come I don't get any of that in my game? Because these are like legit things that people have been asking for and wanting to have in the game for years, and yet they cannot put it in the game for some reason. They monetize way harder. They definitely get more money there. Yeah, I think the culture for them with video games is a lot more oriented around that.
Oh, greetings.
Fast, oh, minus 5% faster run walk. I thought it gave me a bonus. I was excited for a second. Yeah, I'll take that. The loot pet alone, yeah, even that. Like, there's so much shit that the Chinese client has, and I just don't see why, like, why did they get all these bonuses and we get nothing? That's so bullshit. I don't know, it's just unbelievable. And it's like, it's stuff like that I mean, I was talking with other people about it too, like my other friends, and it's like, I think it's really just down to the issue of Path of Exile being like the only decent action RPG that is released right now. And I was telling them, I was like, all right, let's say you want to play another action RPG. What are you gonna go play? You know, Wolfen? Are you gonna go play Diablo 3? What, fucking Grim Dawn? Get out of here. Like, just the state of action RPGs in general right now is terrible. When you look at like MOBA games, you know, MOBA games, like the two big ones is like Dota and League of Legends, and Dota and League of Legends are like very, you know, I want to say polished. I know that there are issues with the clients and all that, but like they are so minor compared to like shit in Path of Exile that I deal with every day. The permanent loot pet is like $150. I mean, if I had to pay $150 for a permanent loot pet, like seeing the bonus that you get in the game, like I'd probably go for it. Especially if I played the game all the time. Yeah, like I think just in general, like I don't know, Path of Exile is like, them having that kind of monopoly is way, it's like way more harmful than helpful, I think. Because if there's like any other competent action RPG game available, I'd be playing that instead of Path of Exile, like 100%. I mean, that's like me playing fucking Diablo 2 right now. Like, Diablo 2 is fucking 20 years old. I've been through the jail, I've been through the barracks, I've been through Act 1 at least 1,000 times. Like, I've done this shit so much, and yet I still come back, and I still love coming back. You know, this game has not had like a proper gameplay update. Like, even in this mod, this is still the base game. Literally, the only thing that's changed from the base game that I can tell currently is like my frenzy lasts 16 seconds, or I guess 14 seconds now, because I don't have the skill shrine. So my frenzy duration is fucking jacked through the roof. And I have melee splash. And my attack rating isn't complete garbage. Like, that's all I can tell that's different from the base game. So I mean, just seeing that, even me, you know, I've played Path of Exile for thousands of hours, and I've made dozens of characters, and I've been playing it for almost 10 years, considering the official release was in what, 2013? So I played since the official release. Yeah, just seeing like how the game is now compared to at the start. I don't know. The loot pet doesn't have a big pickup radius. You gotta run over the loot for it to get picked up. I mean, still, it saves time. Like, especially if you're playing like, you know, let's just say for example like Cyclone, and on Cyclone, you know, as soon as something touches your AoE, it just instantly blows up, you know, or like literally any build that explodes shit, like everything, like the whole screen just blows up immediately. That one's okay. Why do I keep getting... That's a good one. +5 to mana. We're upgrading. Yeah, I mean, even like basically any build that you play, like if you're not blowing up the whole screen, like you just have a bad build.
I can't carry anymore. So cold and damp.
I do think it is nice though, the loot pet. Just thinking of it, like even just doing something like playing heist. Playing heist currently, you hit those chests and it drops like a bunch of items on the ground. You have to individually click each one. Like at least now they changed it so that things drop in stacks, but like especially when it released, then it's like, oh, you gotta pick up, you know, 50 wisdom scrolls one by one or something like that. And I remember when it first came out, or at least when I played in heist, I'd pick up like all these contraband wisdom scrolls and they didn't stack with each other in my inventory. So I had like, you know, 5 individual 1 stack wisdom scrolls, which is just like, how do people, like, how does this get through testing and people aren't like, this is stupid? Damn, I'm already level 12. I'm kind of over-leveled. Alright, I don't like this. Why these guys have to be fucking cold enchanted? Easy. Need better potions. Fucking decent. I really need to get back to town. Hopefully a good belt. Good old PD sync days.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I think adding lockstep was really good, but I don't like the server stability that they have. One thing I do like is that GGG, when they put out an update like that, they didn't just force everyone to use lockstep.
Good evening.
Like, oh, if you still want to use the old predictive, desyncable combat reflexes. What the fuck? This used to be increased stamina. So now I just get... Oh, so it still is. Increases max HP by 10 every base level? What? That's pretty good. Yeah, Bloom. Yeah, that's true.
The Order welcomes you.
For like even people, it's 2 to lightning. That's such a good... Man, why couldn't I get that on, Sorceress? Oh, that's really good. Although I don't even need it right now because my attack rating is way too high. Another one too. Alright, we're gonna see if I can find a helmet. I might just have to level that up. That is... Increases physical damage reduction? Dude.
Good
My
evening.
barbarian is gonna be unstoppable. Lightning resist. Oh, there's a helmet. I don't even know why I'm holding on to this. I mean, I'm probably never going to use it. It says max life though. I think it's so it says increases max HP by 10, but I can put 2 points into it currently because I'm level 13. So because I'm level 13, I can put 2 points into it. So it's telling me that the maximum life I can get from it is 20 currently. At least that's what I would think. Oh no, I guess it gives me an extra 30 life? So I guess 30 life is what it gets me currently. So I guess it starts out with 10, and then an extra point gives you 10. So at level 1, you would get 20, and then level 2, you get 30, etc., etc. But it's only each hard point. So, you know, getting like plus skills wouldn't benefit that in any way. It's only each hard point that I put into there. But still, I mean, that's incredible because, especially on a barbarian, I feel like I have so many bonus points I can get. Because something like... What? It just says 50 life, so this just gives me bonus 50 life and 25 mana? Grants an additional skill level every 10 base levels. And also gives me +% damage. Yeah, remember in Path of Diablo, they had this Grim Ward. Grim Ward would reduce enemy monsters' physical resistance. And if you had it high enough level, like you could literally reduce monsters, like monsters that would be immune to physical, you could make it non-immune anymore. Because like you just put so many points into it, you break their physical immunities, which is insane. Like that made my barbarian able to clear all content, no issues. I probably still have my current barbarian for the current league. Or actually maybe not, because I thought they did a new league and I didn't really play, I thought. Also, I was just wondering, I was like, I wonder how much different this is on YouTube compared to Twitch. And even just something like that, like saying lol W. Like, I don't know how to get Twitch emotes on YouTube. I'm sure that there's a way, but... I don't know if YouTube chat really supports emotes. I was watching Dr. Disrespect, because Dr. Disrespect is the only notable streamer I know that streams on YouTube. I think PewDiePie also streamed on YouTube for a bit. But I know in Dr. Disrespect's chat, he did have emotes. They were his own personalized emotes. I can't believe that the duration goes up by 1 second each time I put a point into it. I'm gonna be frenzying for like 50 seconds once I'm fully geared. I'm literally just gonna have like points into frenzy, or like maybe 1 value point into frenzy, just for the movement speed and like all the other bonuses, because frenzying gives me what? Each successful attack increases my overall speed. Yeah, so it just gives me like a bunch of like attack speed, run, walk speed. And then I could just switch to whirlwind and have the bonus speed. That's what I did in Path of Diablo, but in Path of Diablo it was kind of annoying because he didn't have the bonuses for very long. I think you had them for like 8 seconds. Maybe less than that. think I should have went the other way. Yeah. A gold rim-esque helm? I don't really know if there's a rune word like that. As far as like specific rune words I would go for, I mean, you have so many options. Especially like for me, if I'm just planning on going whirlwind, I could just go with the classic Breath of the Dying. The build that I had on Path of Diablo, because I ended up looking up the mechanics for whirlwind. So whirlwind, when you attack, and I actually looked this up, and I was like really surprised at the results that I found. So whirlwind on its own has its own implicit like rangefinder is what it's called. So basically it says that it doesn't matter because the different weapons in the games, like, you know, this club will have a less range than like this spear. You know, this spear has a lot more range. I can hit things from farther away than this club. So generally, if you're thinking like, oh, I'm using whirlwind, which is basically cyclone, you're like, hey, more range gives me more AoE, more damage, whatever. Like I can hit more things, more clear speed. But whirlwind, the highest range weapons have more range than the actual rangefinder that's built into whirlwind. So when you got your range over a certain amount, like a lot of people would use a war pike. I didn't even swap. There we go. Now my poison resist is 36. And I'm still getting fucking owned. Easy.
I am overburdened.
I got a rare belt and that's awesome. I don't even need any of that shit.
Good day. Your presence honors me.
Hello.
But yeah, so for me, I could just go like Ethereal Breath of the Dying
Good
War
to
Pike.
see you.
It's very classic.
Hello.
The build that I did on Path of Diablo, I used 2 weapons. I'm just gonna use that. I used 2 weapons because, so when you whirlwind, normally you only hit 1 target. But when you have 2 weapons, so like normally you would only hit 1 target at set intervals because your attack speed was always max on Path of Diablo. And if you're whirlwinding in a pack of enemies, it would hit all the enemies. Well, it would hit 1 enemy and like just randomly target different enemies each interval. And if you had 2 weapons, each weapon would target
I've heard it.
someone each interval. So a lot of times, especially later on, when both your weapons are able to like basically one-shot things, if you had so much damage, using 2 weapons would actually give you a lot more bonus than just using 1. Why does this guy not heal me? Do I have to talk to him? But I just talked to Drogna and he didn't heal me. Why is Lysander there and Farah's here?
I know blessings.
Why would they change that? I don't like that at all. You mostly played vanilla Diablo 2, not much Lord of Destruction, so you got no clue what rune words are good for what build. I mean, if you look at the list, I mean, there's so many rune words, but I mean, like, they all do have a use, well, most of them anyways. You're also like 12 back then? Yeah. I remember when I was really young,
I bet you.
I would
need some
look at all the items that everyone would have, because, like, you know, when you're in, like, the chat room, like, you first log in, and,
Great.
you see everyone in the chat room. Like, here, let me just log out real quick and I'll show you. Like, you see like all this stuff right here, and I'd look at these people, like this guy, level 72 druid, and I'd be like, oh, you know, like these guys look so cool, they look so geared, like oh, I wonder what sword that is, his sword looks so cool. Or like, you know, I don't know, who's someone else, like this barbarian or something, or like this paladin, like this level 65 paladin, being like, oh, I wonder what sword he has, I wonder what his armor is, you know, all this stuff.
Greetings.
Where's my Discord at? Yeah, good times. But yeah, like looking at the rune words list, there is so many rune words you can use. And I mean, they're all like relatively decent. There's like some more budget rune words, and then like definitely probably like the top one you could get is that Ethereal Breath of the Dying. Like that's single-handedly probably the best one you could use. But as far as what you could use, like the possibilities are endless. I mean, you could go with like dual wield, you can just go with like one big two-handed weapon. I mean, generally it's cheaper to just use one two-handed weapon because obviously you don't have to make two rune words, you just use one. You also need to know where they drop from. I mean, yeah, that's true. But for the most part, like runes in general, runes can drop like basically anywhere, especially in hell. I was actually really surprised when I found out, but basically all the runes can spawn at like relatively low level areas, because especially in hell, like, you know, the area levels are all like, you know, level 60 or more, like, you know, at least level 70, because the highest area level is level 85. So going from that to looking at the rune word level requirements, or the rune level requirements, like a burr rune I think is level 63. So, you know, getting a level 63 item in like a level 70 area is not out of the ordinary at all. So I mean, for the most part, like any place you farm in hell will get you rune words, or not rune words, but runes. Level 14. Let's just save up some points again. I'm killing too much stuff. Kinda getting over leveled. Back then you cleared the whole area before moving on. I definitely did that as well. Even in like Path of Exile, I still do that. And it got to the point where now I'm just like, you know, like I don't really care about being super fast. Like I just want to enjoy the game. And you know, I kind of miss like being young and just being like, oh, you know, I like, you love playing the game. So you just sit there and you just keep playing. Oh, well, look at that. Yeah, so you just sit there, you keep playing, like you clear the whole zone because, you know, I don't know, you're just a fucking kid and you don't know any better. You don't think about like, oh, I need efficiency, I gotta farm. You know, it's not like playing PoE where you try to run maps in like 3 minutes or less, and then, oh, you can only spend, you know, 10 seconds in your hideout or less sorting gear. And now, you know, having like stash affinities and all that, it makes it that much easier to bump your efficiency through the roof. And it gets to the point where it's like, oh, it's just a chore. Well, that was lucky. I should have picked up those boots. We're gonna go back. Move speed? Nope, still better. I lost my frenzy buff. 18 seconds isn't enough.
I can't carry anymore.
You good day. There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
17 lightning resist. I think I'm gonna take that. You gotta go prepare some food? Cheers for all the info? Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Go do what you gotta do. I don't mind. I'm just chilling. Well, enjoy your food. I'm
Not in
guessing it's
town.
dinner time for you, so enjoy your dinner. I should probably make food as well, actually. I haven't eaten anything since lunch. What the fuck am I doing? I didn't sell this. Trash anyways. Oops. You're just preparing to cook it? Oh, it's 11 in the morning? You gotta be in Europe then, right? Oh yeah, you were the one saying you were having all those issues with fucking coronavirus fucking you up. Which is just so sad to hear, man. Like... But yeah, go have fun with your meatballs. You're on lockdown from today? Yeah, I was talking with my sister about it earlier today, because she lives in America, back home for me. And seeing just the difference between like America and here is insane. I mean, we had one case in the last 24 hours and she had like thousands. It's just, I can't even imagine, because I mean, honestly, I don't feel scared at all. And I mean, I can't even imagine what it must be like back in the USA or like literally anywhere else in the world. I mean, I used to be scared at first, and now I'm like, you know, one new case in 24 hours, and it's not even near me. It's like way out west. I'm not worried at all. Oh, I should have bought my mercenary. Thank God.
I am overburdened.
Alright, is this any good? 3 to 20? That sounds pretty good. Lifesteal. Gladly hold on to that one. Actually, let's keep those. An FCR?
I can't carry anymore.
Fucking 859 ping. My YouTube stream's probably going to shit then, huh?
I am overburdened.
Nice. Minus movement speed though, what the hell? Where's everything at minus movement speed on it? It's like the whole point of using stealth is to get movement speed. And if you minus my movement speed by 10, what's the point? Ay, ay, ay. Things suck. Thank God.
Greetings.
Good morning.
Good morning.
day.
What? He never said that before. At least I never heard it. Cube to swap between the stackable and socketable version? What? What? Dude, now that's cool. That is so cool. Wait, why not just hold on to all the runes? Holy shit. So then how do I change it? Dude, that's incredible. I love it. Yeah, I'll probably sell that one. Now I'm like really curious which armors have the movement speed penalty and which ones don't. Hopefully this guy
Hello.
sells me a 2-socket one. I wanted one of these, the studded leather. Because part of me thinks that if it did have the movement speed penalty, yeah, like it would say it right there. So like that's... Because that's a lot too. Minus 5%, minus 10%. Oof. Alright. I think that's the last point I'm going to put in Frenzy. Now I'm just going to go... Oops. There we go. Oh, one of my lights just went out. Rip. Should probably be careful I don't lose any more. Alright, I had a TP up, I thought. Don't have to worry about losing my TPs. Thank God. This maggot lair is shaped very weirdly. It seems like they redid all the zones to have wider hallways, which is just strange. Like, look at this shit. Why? What is this? How much durability does it have? 40? Oh. Why is there a light in here? Level 3. God damn it. Thank God. Oh damn, I should have been leveling up Leap. All I gotta say is good thing I'm on fucking softcore. Trying to play hardcore with all these fucking lag spikes and everything would be a pain.
Yes?
Greetings. Good morning.
I wonder if my stream is lagging as well. Should be fine, I think. At least I would hope so. Ugh. My stream health is excellent. It updates it pretty frequently. Hmm. Shift left click IDs an item if an ID tome is in my inventory. Shift right click moves between the stash and the open queue. Control right click moves it to the ground. Control shift right click moves it to the cube. feel like this should be working, shouldn't it? Oh, no, that's just stuck up there. Oh, it's a little mentality. Alright, let's just get the Claw Viper thing. Then I think I want to try Dota. I don't know. Thing is, I up my stream quality to 720, and I know that sometimes playing Dota, I stream at 720, causing me issues. I'm also gonna need to put chat on my phone. So I found out that there's a resync button, so that whenever you get desynced, you just push the resync button, and it sends you back to where the game actually thinks you are. So if I go like that and then push the button, since I pushed it, it reset me here. Oh, well, in reality, I should be up there, but... I don't know. It's fucking confusing. Man, where is the exit? I've been in here forever and I cannot find the exit. What level am I anyway? 17? Holy shit, I'm very close to dying. I think there's a grants up there. 8 to 18. That's normal attack speed. Oh, that's also normal attack speed, huh? Well, what do I know? I really want to flail. Flail is where it's at. Oh, I live.
Don't wait too late. No, you don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. One more time. One more time. Celebration. Know we're gonna do it right.
It is good to know that the sun shines
Tonight,
once again.
hey, just feeling. Music's got me feeling the need.
Lightning resist? I'll take that. Poison link reduction is basically poison resist. I mean 25%, that's basically 25% poison resist, because I'm taking 25% less damage.
Good day.
Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna
Oh, the lag.
celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more
And now is the part when I feel like an idiot for not having leap. Alright, I have the palace unlocked, so I'll continue this soon-ish. Alright, let's try out Dokatu. Let's